In the days of the English explosion, when the checkered boards were bright, a lad from Essex took his seat and played with all his might. An under-11 champion with a vision sharp and clear, he climbed the ranks of prodigies as rivals shook with fear. By 13 years, he claimed the crown for boys of 16 years. A natural, they called him, moving pieces through the gears. Oh, Neil Carr, the cheapo supreme, with a punt for every play. You'd swindle out a victory and laugh the loss away. From the Smith, more a gambit to a perk that felt just right. You were a humdinger of a human in the middle of the fight. Then came the year of '84, the London lights were on, and Carr sat across the board, the king upon his throne. But Neil didn't see a giant, just a man who'd grabbed a pawn, and he chased that royal majesty until the hope was gone. From G1 all the way to B1, the world champ had to flee, till a 15-year-old schoolboy claimed a titanic victory. But Titanic, mind you, only in the maritime sense, he'd say with a grin. He stood upon the threshold where the grandmasters reside, with the English explosion charging like a rising Essex tide. But he looked at the board and he looked at the world, and he made a quiet stand, choosing a ring and a cradle over trophies in his hand. He stepped from the lights of the circuit for a suit and a steady career, to be a husband and a father, keeping those he cherished near. For why chase a wooden monarch in a cold and distant hall, when you can hold your children and truly have it all? He'd talk of Strepsil winners and a frog in the throat or two in the pages of Kingpin magazine. His wit was always true. He'd say he spent too long in the sauna when a blunder went astray. Then Cheska apologized his way to a draw to save the day. He played for Barking, Ilford, and for Riddle, loyal friend, a kind and breezy spirit until the sudden end. At 47, the clock ran out, a game finished far too soon, leaving echoes of his laughter beneath an Essex moon. His notes were matter of fact, as if his brilliance wasn't rare. But the heart of Neil Carr is a legend we still share. He showed us that a king is great and a queen can be a star, but a man who loves his family is the greatest piece by far. Oh, Neil Carr, the cheapo supremo, with a pun for every play. You'd swindle out a victory and laugh the loss away. From the Smith, more a gambit to a perk that felt just right. You were a humdinger of a human in the middle of the fight. So what's the lesson of the man who beat the world's best king? It's that chess is just a game, but a life is everything. He taught us that a swindle isn't just a trick to save a draw. It's finding joy in every breath, despite each human flaw. Success isn't found in the rating or the titles that you hold, but in the warmth of the stories that your family has told. Yes, we're on the ropes without you, but what a humdinger of a life.